Hey everybody, Kevin Cochran here from Enriched Academy. Want to thank you again for taking the time to watch our online videos here on social media. The feedback has been amazing. We're always uploading new videos, so make sure that you're watching them. We're always trying to add value in these videos, so you're not just watching like some type of sales pitch. Never our goal. As I've mentioned earlier in past videos, I've had the opportunity over the last 15 years to speak in front of over 100,000 Canadians over the last 15 years, which has been amazing, helping them build long-term sustainable wealth, which is great. We hold events right across the country where thousands of Canadians show up every single year, which is awesome as well. And a lot of people always want to know what the secret to wealth is, and there's always these different answers. And the one thing you got to understand, there's no one secret to building wealth. There's just so many things that it takes to build wealth. If you want a nice fit body, it's not just about going to the gym, for example. It's about going to the gym. It's about eating properly, getting enough sleep. There's a million things that create a healthy body. It's the same thing when it comes to building wealth. It's not just about saving money. It's about, learning to find a job you love. It's about learning to live within what you make. There's just a million things. But I will tell you one thing that's critically important to building wealth is always invest into yourself. There's a great saying, you're invest into yourself as much as you can because your mind is your best appreciating asset, which is true. Your mind is more valuable than any investment you can ever go buy. And I want to let myself, when it comes to being a learner, I was not a very good learner in high school. I actually have my old report cards here, and I'm not an advocate to have crappy marks because that's not the point I'm trying to get across. But this is an old report card of mine, I believe from grade 11. You can see in math, I got 51% in math, 50% in history. This is a report card of mine from grade 10. 38% in math, right? So English, 63%. Again, wasn't the brightest student, and again, I'm not an advocate of it, but I want to let you know that it didn't come easy to me going out there and becoming a proactive learner. But after finishing high school, I was fortunate enough to find some mentors that taught me the importance of continually to learn, or always learning. And I will tell you this, is that the one thing that I've realized when it comes to money is that money never stands still. It's really important for you to understand that. Once you think you know something about money, the rules always change. Look at earlier this year, back in January 2018, one of the biggest mortgage changes here in Canada, the new stress test took place, which is arguably one of the biggest mortgage changes in the history of mortgages in Canada, right? So anything you knew about mortgages prior to that was irrelevant because all the rules changed, right? So you had to learn new things. Right, so it's just anytime you get a new government, you're always going to have new changes when it comes to money, and so you always want to make sure that you're on top of that, right? And so I'll take a look when it comes to learning. These are some of the best books that I've ever read when it comes to money or building businesses. You have The E-Myth, which is by far the best book I've ever read when it comes to learning about businesses. The Automatic Millionaire by David Bach, the Canadian edition. Just a great book when it comes to learning about money. The Rules of Wealth, another fantastic book. Think and Grow Rich. Bought this book for $10 about 25 years ago. Best book I've ever read when it comes to just building your own self-esteem and building businesses and learning to become wealthy. Again, I'm 41 years old. I bought this, I believe, when I was 21, so bought it 20 years ago. The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, just a great book. The Richest Man in Babylon, again, another fantastic book. You got Bruce Sellery, a homegrown Canadian guy, just love him to death. The Moolah Guide to Rocking Your RSP, a fantastic book. Go out there and pick it up. So again, it's one of the biggest lessons I can teach anybody that attends to our events, and ask anybody who's wealthy, they're going to say the same thing. Invest in yourself as much as you can. Always learn about money because the rules are always changing. Again, this is Kevin Cochran from Enriched Academy. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hope to see you at one of our events real soon.